Hello, I'm Fennekin. I'm a top-level Splatoon player. I almost made it to S+ rank a few times, but the dumb fucks at Nintendo made it so you D-rank at the start of every season. Basically, I'm incredible at this game, and everything I say about it should be taken immediately as objective fact without question. Just look at this clip. If you're not as experienced with Splatoon as I am, let me spell out what happened. I killed him. Anyway, make sure to First we have the 52 gal 96 gal edition. Look, I'm a busy man, okay? I mean, who would waste their time making a video where you come up with third kits for every weapon? That's stupid. Just slap the 96 gal kit on it, I'm sure it'll work fine. Next we have the I have no skill arrow spray. Nintendo really needs to understand their core audience better, and I think the arrow spray would be the perfect starting point. It has a burst bomb, the perfect no skill sub-weapon, good in every situation, helps the arrow spray's kill time. Its special is Ink Storm. Look, I'm not crazy, okay? I'm not going to give this thing Tentamissiles when it already paints so well. But I do feel kinda bad, so I'll give it 160 points for special. Third is the Play the Game Jet Squelcher. How about instead of sitting back and painting the entire match, you fucking do something? You get a Burst Bomb and a Kraken. Please, for the love of God, leave spawn. The Splattershot Junior Senior. You get Fizzy Bomb for paint, chip damage, and a quick movement option. Your special is Super Jump. A quick and easy special to deploy and help get paint down to help your team get in. I fail to see how this could possibly go wrong. The Splattershot Omega. This kit is a reference to Splatoon 2's default kit with Burst Bomb and Splashdown, as I felt it worked quite well in that game. As usual, my creativity has no bounds. The Unidentified Splattershit Nova. You get Splat Bomb and triple Splashdown, so you can maybe get a kill with this thing. The Splattershot Pro Advance. You get Splash Walls, so you can sit back and paint with absolutely zero fear of any kind of confrontation. We can't let the Jet Squelcher have all the fun. Your special is Crab Tank, so you never have to move ever again. The Squee Leader 4K. You get a Curling Bomb to help swim around, because painting is the one thing you can't do. And to top it all off, you get a big bubbler to protect you when you're shooting at long range. The refurbished N-Zap. I thought I'd shake it up a bit and give the N-Zap Toxic Mist to slow its opponents. And Ink Armor was really good in Splatoon 2, so I'll give it that again. The Splooshomatic? Honestly, I forgot that one even existed. The Splashomatic Neo Neo. The first two kits are already basically perfect, so, I don't know, just give it Disruptor, you can't go wrong with that. The H3 Nozzle Nose Nega. I actually didn't script anything before starting this recording. It gets Curling Bomb to help it move, and Wave Breaker to combo with its shots, so you can, like, hit twice, and then the Wave Breaker will hit you, and then it'll be like that third hit. And I think it has a lot of synergy. The L3 Nozzle Nose Nega. This thing really needs some buffs. It's called the L3, yet somehow it isn't a lightweight. Give it Fizzy Bomb to help combo with its shots. It'll also act as a nice movement option instead of dealing with the long delay after shooting. The special weapon is Ink Storm, only 7 damage from that dangerous cloud and you'll be able to one-tap your opponents. I'm actually pretty proud of this one. The new Super Squiffer Deluxe gets Burst Bomb and triple Splashdown to hopefully give it some nice options when fully charging a shot isn't optimal. The quick paint from a Burst Bomb could be especially useful when you're in a pickle. That's a fucking cucumber. It might give some more use cases to tap shots too. Splashdown would be a great option for anyone who gets too close. Also, I could have sworn the new Squiffer was a shade of orange, but apparently it wasn't. The Squidbeak Bamboozler. For the love of COD, past better win so this can actually be a thing. I want to be in the trenches fighting those octo fags. Oh yeah, it gets Burst Bomb, since Burst Bomb on a Bamboozler is probably the best possible sub-weapon for it. And Triple Ink Strike is kinda funny. The E-Leader meta gets Torpedo and Tentamissiles to be as insufferable as possible. The new Super Gootuber Deluxe gets Burst Bomb to combo with partials and to help give it some quick movement options. Its Kraken Royale special will help you keep up the pressure. Please, just play the fucking weapon, please! The number 2 Snipe Rider. Everyone always plays the vanilla Snipe Rider, so I thought I'd go for a different playstyle when designing this one. It gets Fizzy Bomb to help with paint and to combo with its 68 damage shots. Its special is Stingray, specifically pre-nerf. Its 180 points for special will make sure it never goes too long without one. The Firefox Splat Charger. I used to main this weapon in Splatoon 2, where it was easily the worst, but I stopped maining it in Splatoon 3, where it was easily the best, so I'm just going to give it my favorite sub and special. The Corporate Splat Roller. Its sub-weapon is Suction Bomb, a reference to Splatoon 1. Honestly, it wasn't that great of a sub-weapon for it, but I'm still less than halfway done with all of these, and I'm starting to run out of ideas. It gets Booyah Bomb, because that seems like it'd be cool. It was on the Dynamo Roller, and that worked well. The Carbon Dynamo Roller. I decided to give the Dynamo Roller the Carbon Roller Deco's kit. Burst Bomb will help it confirm kills, and Trizuka can be like a temporary good vertical flick that doesn't paint and takes away all of your other moves. The Asbestos Flingza Roller. You get Splash Wall for optimal poking with your vertical flick, as well as a Wave Breaker to help point out enemies and maybe combo with your weapon. The Aloe Carbon Roller. I used to main this weapon in Splatoon 3 when it only had its first kit, but then its second kit came out and I stopped using it. Torpedo can act as a Diet Burst Bomb when rolled, while also acting as a great distraction when approaching. Inkjet is like a Diet Trizuka, but you get more shots and Flood from Super Mario Sunshine. Basically, it's the best thing in the game. The Crystal Big Swig. I was proud of the reference until I realized it was taken off store shelves in only 2 years. It gets Fizzy Bomb because it literally has soda on it, and it gets Tacticooler because it literally has soda on it. The Custom Blaster Customized gets Curling Bomb to help it approach, and Ink Vac because it'll probably be in a good spot to use it. The Custom Range Blaster Customized gets Fizzy Bomb to help with its lackluster paint and to combo with its AoE damage. To prevent it from being too powerful, it will get Splashdown. The Rapid Blaster Aloe gets Splat Bomb to combo with a Direct, and threaten foes with a lethal bomb. Its special is Crab Tank, because maybe it'll be a good follow-up after a Direct hit. I don't know, I haven't tested any of these. The Rapid Blaster Pro Aloe gets Burst Bomb, a horrifying combination that will result in many instant death combos. Tacticooler is a unique pick for a blaster and could be especially neat on one that's more mobile, like the Rapids. The Clash Blaster Extreme will get Splash Wall for optimal stalling. Now you'll have no trouble poking at long range. Scientists have calculated that this will result in the user being a triple splashdown. The Refurbished S-Blast gets Torpedo to help locate opponents and flush out anyone behind cover, since its AoE is pitiful. It acting as a Diet Burst Bomb would be nice, since the other kit has an actual Burst Bomb. The Killer Whale is intended to be used for the same purpose. Last, and certainly in the wrong order, is the Luna Blaster Sunshine. It gets Burst Bomb to combo with its shots and paint, and its special is Super Jump to combo with its shots and paint. I think I've given most of the weapons on this list Burst Bomb. Oops. The Classic Slosher gets Burst Bomb and Burst Bomb Launcher. I thought it would be cute to combine both Splatoon 1's and Splatoon 2's kits. The Tri-Slosher 17 gets Torpedo and Kraken Royale because it turns out it's hard to beat Fizzy Bomb and Tacticooler. Torpedo can combo with a Slosh, and Kraken fits well on something that'll be in the middle of the action. I don't remember what its name was a reference to, I think I may have just been lazy. The Sloshing Machine Aloe gets Toxic Mist and Ink Vac because the first kit is so good I didn't even want to bother. The Sponge Blob Blobber gets Splash Wall to be able to set up and paint. Its special, Big Bubbler, just felt fitting. Finally, I no longer have to play the game. The Tragic Dread Ringer. I thought it would be funny if I gave it the worst possible kit I could think of. The Nuclear Explosher gets Ink Mine to be able to set up a defense for when it gets rushed. Crab Tank would basically be a better Explosher that you get to use 10% of the match.
The Heavy is dead! Correct.
The Chugga Heavy Splatling. I just want him back, man. I just want him back. You get Splash Wall, but it uses so much of your ink tank that you'll probably only be able to get one full charge after using it, which by the time you're fully charged, the wall will probably be gone, so I'm not really sure how this is supposed to work. But you get Crab Tank. I just had my wisdom teeth removed, and now I'm back to talk about some more kits. This is just the Splatter Shot kit. Suction Bomb can help paint and take space, and with its long detonation time, you might actually be able to get a charge before it explodes. And Trizooka is good because this weapon has the least range out of all of the Splatlings. The Gel Ballpoint Splatling. You get Toxic Mist to slow down your foes, which might be good since this weapon has both a short and a long range mode to take advantage of it. You'll be charging a triple Ink Strike, which is good. The Chugga Hydra Splatling gets Squid Beacon because it's a backline, not like you're gonna be doing anything else. The special weapon is the Killer Whale 5.1. Imagine setting that thing off while also unleashing the wrath of a full charge Hydra Splatling. It would be neat. The Gillman Nautilus gets Ink Mine. Wait for someone to step on it and unleash the charge you've been storing for the last 2 minutes. Ink Vac sure is a special. The Gel Heavy Edit Splatling gets Auto Bomb. It's a very cheap bomb that can help flush people out from cover as well as locate them. It's probably my favorite sub-weapon design-wise, and I really enjoyed it on the Carbon Roller before it was replaced by a fucking Burst Bomb. Oh yeah, you get Killer Whale. Imagine unleashing that thing with a full charge from the Heavy Edit Splatling. It would be neat. Also, the Crab Edit should be called the Credit. Huh? Oh my god, what could be worse than a shooter? Oh, I know. 2 shooters. Oh! Oh my god. Yeah. I don't think this could get any worse. Say when. The dualies are what I currently main in Splatoon 3, is what I'd like to say if it wasn't for the fact I've been banned from online play for modding my Switch. I decided to go online anyway, despite knowing Nintendo would ban me for it, and I've been suffering from intense withdrawal symptoms ever since. This kit gets my favorite sub and special. Now you might be thinking, what about Auto Bomb? Well, you see, I want the kit to actually be good. The We Really Fucking Hate the Dapple dualies. You get Line Marker, and no special weapon. You don't get one. The I Don't Really Like the Dowser dualies. This weapon can fire at both short and long range, an incredibly original concept that hasn't been done yet in the series. The sub-weapon is Sprinkler to help it paint, and its special weapon is Ink Storm to help it with chip damage, area denial, paint, and apparently healing now. The Retro Dually Squelchers get Burst Bomb, a reference to the wrong weapon. This thing's damage sucks, so a Burst Bomb might actually make it enjoyable to use. Tacticooler is neat on dualies, and it sucks that we will only ever have it on one. The Celsius Gluga dualies get Fizzy Bomb because it's good. Poking out of a big bubbler with your shots after a dodge roll could possibly have some good synergy, or maybe not because the shots don't go that far. The Matte Tetra dualies get Toxic Mist because zooming around your opponents with 4 dodge rolls while they're struggling to get out of it seems like an annoying combination. Kraken Royale could also have some good synergy with it. Pick this kit if you like making life insufferable for other people. In other words, if you're a furry.
This umbrella works wonders for murdering!
Last time I tried to record this, Camtasia crashed on me, but I'm going to try again. The personalized The personalized Splatbrella gets Torpedo because it single-handedly carried the undercover Brella in Splatoon 2, and it'll probably do the same here. Tacticooler would be great on a Brella since Brella players already love their movement subs. The Tempered Tentabrella gets Splash Wall, so it has a form of cover to hide behind. Its special weapon, the Big Bubbler, will help give you a shield while charging into enemy territory. The undercover Brella, 007, gets Burst Bomb to help give it some much needed extra damage. A direct from a Burst Bomb and a full 40 damage hit from your main weapon will deal exactly 100 damage, but that would require getting extraordinarily lucky. Maybe I should have given it 3 7s instead of 1. Its Kraken special could be fun to use after firing off your shield. The recycled Brella 41 gets Splat Bomb. With your high damage, throwing one and putting up your shield before releasing it and attacking could possibly prove to be an effective strategy, but I hold no legal responsibility if it doesn't turn out in your favor. Ultra Stamp was fun to use in combination with the Tentabrella shield, so why not give it to the weapon that fires them off like crazy. The Crack-On Ink Brush gets Curling Bomb to make long, thin strips of paint to swim through to help with its poor mobility. Because of its short range, you should already be in good spots to use your Kraken. The Octo Brush 8PX gets Auto Bomb. This thing uses a lot of ink, so I wanted to give it a cheap bomb, and the location utility could prove useful before moving forward. Attacking out of Big Bubbler with your wide fan-shaped hitbox would almost be as good as the Vanilla Roller. Almost. The Ibuprofen Paintbrush gets Burst Bomb as a quick movement tool, so you don't have to deal with the long wind-up animation that honestly wasn't too bad, and I'm unsure why they buffed, but hey, I won't complain. Of course, just like every single other weapon with a Burst Bomb, it'll lower your time to splat if you land one. This weapon also gets Big Bubbler for the same reason as the Octobrush, but this time it'll actually be good. Aerith fucking dies and gets Splat Bomb. Tossing one behind your enemy and going in for a pincer attack with a big old charge slash sounds like the definition of fun. Actually effective? You'll have to come back to me on that. The Kraken Royale fits the Splatonas perfectly, and it isn't on a single one and never will be, because apparently we aren't getting third kits. I started working on this video before we knew for sure. I gotta say, it's pretty funny. The top-level Splatana Stamper gets Splash Wall to help it poke with its horizontal slashes. It's no Burst Bomb, but at least it serves a different role. And at least it isn't Toxic Mist. It gets Trizuka, because that also isn't on a Splatana yet, and the combination would result in a very satisfying weapon to get kills with. No, I'm not doing another take, that was perfect. The Cookie Dough Decavitator gets Fizzy Bomb because the Splatana Stamper owns the copyright to Burst Bombs. Its special weapon is Zipcaster because halfway through that last sentence, copyright law was abolished. Wait, that's it? We only got 3 Splatanas? They seriously couldn't come up with anything else? Maybe make one where the shots ricochet off the walls and ground or something, I don't know.
SpongeBob, untie me! This is... Yeah! What the...
The Sunny Tri-Stringer gets Point Sensor to locate people, so no matter where they run, they can't escape your constant AoE spam. Hey, at least it isn't the Wellstring. It gets Tenta Missiles because the location would prove to be useful and adds even more to the constant explosions this thing puts out. The Acid Reflux gets a Burst Bomb to help finish off anyone hit by 2 shots instead of 3. Having a way to paint that reaches farther away could also prove to be useful since your range sucks. Its special weapon is the Kraken Royale because it's the only stringer that actually fights people. I love this thing, but I must ask why you'd ever pick it over the Squiffer, besides Tentamissile spam. The I Hate Fun Well string gets Torpedo to add to its constant output of AoE. Its Crab Tank special weapon will make sure you're the only one smiling at the end of a match. Wait, that's it? We seriously only got 3 of these things? They couldn't come up with anything else? Maybe make one where the shots slide on the ground or something, I don't know. And that's it. That's the list.